Welcome to the random game of the day. We have got on lane 1, it is Trold, who's starting off with the Nightmare. On lane 2, it's Bearbearbearbear, and he's starting off with the Antler. That is your West team. Your East team heading over and starting on lane 3, it's a Nightmare start for Boondock. And on lane 4, it is the Priestess of the Abyss start for Sayajin 9. Let's call him Sayajin 9. So we just had the one send over by Boondock. And he just charged up the king, trying to get that extra income boost on wave 1. As you take a look, he's going to be getting 11. And again, you imagine that this 5 gold doesn't make that much of a difference when it comes to your income in the grand scheme of things, but that's 5 gold in perpetuity. So by doing it then, he's turned that 5 gold, or that 6 gold extra, off of doing that early, he's turned that into 120 gold over the span of an entire game. So massive push there. And Sayajin sending over a snail to lane 1. That's Trold. And the Nightmare taking out that snail without very little problems. Nightmare has incredibly high attack speed, as you see here. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Pulverizer is one of the king spells that we see there, unless I'm mistaken on my very small look on it. It does look like Pulverizer, and Pulverizer combined with Nightmare equals a wonderful combination because of the chance to stun every attack, and this is one of the fastest attacking units in the game. So we start to see some stens now. Lane 1, 2, and 3 all with some sends. Boondock sending a snail. It's the Lizard for Trold, and Bearbearbear sending a DT or a Dragon Turtle. Lane 4 adding a little bit of ranged help to the Priestess of the Abyss. Trying to split off. You see the Peewees come forward and they are catching off these units to try and allow this Priest of the Abyss to do damage while they tank all of the damage being done to the Priestess. As you see, a clear without any single problems on lane 3. Over on our west side, the Nightmare again doing its job. Lane 2, the Antler holding off. Again, lots of hit points, but its damage is just not very high. But you could see that it ate up all of the damage taken in on wave 3 without any bit of problem. So far, the worker count is staying fairly pedestrian. Nobody's kind of running away with their worker count. We do have some saving over on lane 4 as Sayajin 9 with 80 Mythium. We'll see what he's saving up for. And we see the splits that are coming here. This is designed to split the DPS of the wave and be able to make it so that units over here can take away damage from your main damage dealer. So you'll see a split pretty much in every single line and every single lane, because again, the split is designed to make it so that your biggest damage unit lasts and lives the longest. And here we see a little bit of work by our Priestess of the Abyss as she's able to heal up and get through and take out all of these flying chickens. We do have the Dino Send coming from Sayajin. That's going to be heading over to Trold, who's got his army value up to 505, so quite a bit higher than everybody else in this unit. For example, the next wave's recommended value is only 510. However, he does have 120 Mythium coming at him. So let's see if the 505 can hold off this Dino and the Lizard that is going to be firing off its spears from the back row. And so far this dino has just not received very much attention. And you've got this green devil that does take reduced damage, but the dino has a lot of hit points and a lot of time. And if you see, the green devil is now targeted over onto the dino. So that means that you've got this free scorpion here that would have been killed off if the targeting had been a little bit different. And we do have a double leak over on our west side. And it's going to be a bunch of income going over to the east side team as you see this money popping up. 20 damage so far to the king, make it 25. The Earth King taking 31 damage and 79 gold, heading over to the East team, whereas only 11 gained from the leaks of the West team. So already a worker advantage in regard to leaks. And if AKABoondock and Saiyajin can hold that advantage by getting that one extra worker, that's going to translate to a bunch of extra damage later on. As we take a look at the build-up, the Eternal Wanderer, a new unit in our mentioning here in the random game of the day, as the Eternal Wanderer is going to go forward and he's going to fight. Then he's going to get a little upset if he dies, so you'll see that he will just stab himself and come back as a ghost, as is pretty much the way that it works in combat in tower defense games. As you see, the stab and kill, and then the ghost comes back, and the ghost attacks quite a bit faster. And you see he's a little bit upset with the ghost, and an easy clear as the Eternal Wanderer goes through. All right, we've got a double brute send coming from Bearbearbear and a double brute send coming from Saiyajin, and those brutes, their ability stacks up, so it reduces the attack speed of the units that they're attacking. That ability is called Maul. Each attack slows attack speed by 4%, and it can stack up to 9 times. Now when you only have one brute, you normally only ever get that stack up to 2 or 3, but with 2 brutes, you can double that, get it up to 6. So you're reducing by 4% times 6, which is 24% of the attack speed of the units. So we'll take a look over at lane 1. They got the double brute send, and you see those brutes doing work, trying to put pressure down on this green gargoyle, the green devil. And now the Nightmare is going to work. They're doing damage, but they are not tanky at all. And there you see the big leak by Trold and Saiyajin on lane 4 with a 95% leak, a 3 brute send. And that is going to be a significant leak. And you wonder whether or not this Eternal Wanderer can hold. He is doing damage quickly, but I think it is going to be a leak here. Just a small one, but the big prize is these 15 units just sitting here waiting to come in. And Boondock leaks as well, 6%. The Earth King down to 30% health, but the damage is done. Here we go. 15 units need to be taken down. Let's take a look at the buffs on the Maul. Look at that. 4, 5, 6. That's reducing the attack speed and just allowing the damage to be done by these sludges. And that was a significant amount of damage, as 43 damage comes through on the big leak, but still an advantage for the East team, as Boondock and Saiyajin have a almost 100 and make it a more than 100 advantage in their gold that they've gotten off of the leaks of their opponent. So that is 2 workers worth of advantage, and you can see again the income rate of AKABoondock and Saiyajin is just that much higher every single turn. They're getting 113. Taking a look over at the send, it's another dino send here, trying to take the attention off of the DPS, which is these cobras firing quickly and doing 30 damage per shot. And this Nightmare just taking this damage, and we're going to have another leak over by Trold, 58% leak. Are we going to have a leak over on wave 2 and have a double leak? We are not, so there's going to be able to be some defense there. Let's see how these 7 units are able to attack. The rogue wave taking the brunt of the damage right now. And it looks like all but one of the units is going to make it through. So more money being sent over to the East team as their advantage is over 150. It looks like it's revenge time, though, as we head over to the sends of lane 1 and 2, as so far 5 brutes being sent, and you see there the egg sack is coming up on wave 9, and I'm wondering if he believes that that egg sack will be able to survive this wave. It does put a risk there, but look at this massive send here from the East team. 3 brutes each. We'll head over to the west side right now, and we'll see how they handle it. Brutes coming through. Sorry about that. And what are we going to have here for damage? The flower is doing its work, so able to handle these brutes without a problem, as AKABoondock seemed to be ready for this massive send that was coming, and seems to be eating up these brutes. On wave 4, however, they're down to their final 2 units, but the Samurai Soul and the Priest of the Abyss are very good units for getting the damage out. And can this Priestess get the heal off? It cannot. So it's going to be a Saiyajin leak of 38%. Heading down now, but should be easily cleaned up by the extra units from AKABoondock. So it was a big send that came from Trold and Bearbearbear, but I'm sure that this is not the result that they were hoping for in regard to what they were going to get on the leak. Again, 220 is sent to lane 3, which is AKABoondock, and he was able to tank that away. And you're going to see Boondock's worker count is going to go up right now because of the big send that came from Trold. He knows that there is not a big amount of units coming, so he can Mythium up and get some extra workers going. Up to 200 Mythium, and they're perhaps saving for a big send on wave 11 or 12. No sends on wave 10. Let's see what Granddaddy can do. I don't know if there's any waves that are particularly weak to that. No problem on lane 1. He's going to clean that up. Lane 2 shouldn't have a problem with these double Daphnes doing their work. And all of the lanes clear up. Let's take a look. That's my fault. Just could not see on the small thing here. It's all out assault. So all out assault and not pulverizer that's going to be coming. And all out assault adds the 70 Mythium to the group. And you just see the big sends that are coming from AKABoondock and from Saiyajin. As you see the Ghost Knight on Boondock's side, and the Siege Ram that's coming forward on Saiyajin's side. And we'll take a look over at the west side and see how they're able to handle this massive Siege Ram and all of the hit points that it has. And it's just doing work right now, taking out that Hydra. Again, that Hydra is got reduced stats because it did pop a little bit early, didn't get a chance to fully form. The Nightmare goes down, and I do see a forfeit call, and there is the forfeit as Trold and Bearbear fall to AKABoondock and Saiyajin 9. A forfeit. It was going to be a massive leak. They didn't have the points to hold it off, and the Earth King would have gone down anyway. If you want to be a part of the random game of the day, make sure you throw your name out onto the comment section. Leave a like and subscribe. Be a part of the Legion Tower Defense 2. It's the fastest growing tower defense partner game out there. You want to be a part of it, and you'll see the link in the description below. You can be a part of this game if you want to be a part of the random day of the game. Once again, leave your name in the comments section, and I will try and find you when you're on and put you in on the random day of the game. Once again, my name is Jeremy. I hope you're having a great day, and we will see you again soon.